Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Peterborough. Sunday night is hockey night, and we've got a Planet Ice NIHL National Division fixture between the home side, our Wendy's Peterborough Phantoms, and the visitors this evening, all the way from Shropshire, the Telford Tigers. My name's Phil Smith, alongside Alan Storer as ever, and joined by Xander Fielder from Telford. Ferguson just chips it, and there's a nice chase there from the Tigers.
Quick change from Scott McKenzie there. Looks like he took a puck to the wrist.
And
a lovely save there.
Mr. Reliable there. And last week was a bit of a first for Levine in the sense that he sat down. It's a great play. What a finish that is. So we're just talking about Levine, but he's got undressed by number 23, David Thompson, who celebrates in front of the Telford fans.
Oh, just showing off some amazing handles there. Quickly getting it through the legs of the defence, right past the glove. 1-0 Tigers.
42, an even strength goal at 350.
So Fielder takes a touch.
Oh, here we go! It's Gretton and Ferguson.
So Ferguson not shy in dropping the gloves. Carl Ferguson, who was at a disciplinary this week. Penalty killed, good work from the Tigers, but the Phantoms, not suggesting toothless, but chance there from Louis Kinniston. From interviewing Zane, he wouldn't play for any other National League team, but here we go, saved by Levine. That's great play, real tenacity, a one-timer, and again. So Tigers with the better of the chances, swept to Henderson, and Phantoms all hands to the pump, and McKenzie bowls over his man. Dropped, and
especially with this line.
Round the wall from Gretton, slung in, and Levine's done a real good job there.
Playoff game against Romford springs to mind.
Della Batouche was the D-man shot. Well, that's terrific work. Once again, it's number 11, Eric Henderson, who collects that. Just looking down at my notes there. Chance, big chance. What a finish that is. David Thompson scores his second of the evening, and the Tigers encamped in front of Hayden Levine and the Phantoms' goal. 2-0, celebration from Thompson, a carbon copy of the previous celebration.
Yeah, well, taking a look at this, another excellent display of handles from David Thompson.
Danny Rose, and Tigers should look to break. Howell's on the ice. McPhee drives down the right wing. Looks at the shot. That's a finish there, and that's a great finish. The Phantoms are rocking. Alan, do you want to do the
housekeeping? Yeah, so the Phantom second goal was scored by 23, David Thompson, assisted by number 11, Eric Henderson. Just to an assist on that, and the time of that goal was 14:26. 57 seconds later, Tigers get their third. We will bring you the details as soon as our high-tech data transfer system brings them to us.
And pressure there, Phantoms need to get to it. Billy Thorpe did well, but it's all hands to the pump. Just looking here, McPhee, McPhee had just skated over the face-off dot. And back the other way. So Joe Gretton collects. There's men over. 2-on-1. Chance. Oh, Ferrara with the opportunity. And Dylan Lawrence with a follow-up. Flash of an opportunity for the home side. But Tom Norton gets back all the way back and cuts the pass out. Great stuff. Phantoms looking lively. Yanni Larkinen. Oh, dear me. I'd have put Alan's mortgage on that going in the net. And the Phantoms Well, Morgan Clark-Pizzo does get it away. Again, it's 2-on-1. Saved. Oh, and Dylan Lawrence, well, nothing like. Phantoms fans calling no penalty.
No, nowhere near.
Ralph Sasenis dropped by Brad Day. And opportunity there. And that's kept out. Initially, big wraparound chance. Cover it up. And that's into the glass behind Brad Day. Much better from the Phantoms. You wonder whether Ash Tate has been throwing the teacups. Dylan Lawrence from the high slot reduces the arrears, and let's see where the points are given on that goal.
Replay coming up on your screen. The lovely one-timer.
So I think Ferrara got an assist on that, which will be Luke Ferrara's 100th point of the season. We'll bring you the details at times. Phantoms have scored 4 short-handed goals this season. There is Ferrara trying to dig it out in the trenches at the back there. Cam Huff turns, trying to get a bit of separation. Lovely passing to Scott McKenzie. McKenzie drops it. Oh, that's a fine finish from number 67, Pat Brown. 4-1 to the visitors. Phantoms have probably had the better of the second period. Possibly a little against the run of play. Brown with a lovely goal.
Yeah, finding the postage stamp just above Hayden Levine's leg pad. But yeah, lovely, lovely finish from Brown.
Big combination of experience and speed there, and I think that is the right call there for the referees.
Played in by Tom Norton to Morgan Clark-Pizzo. Pizzo on the, well, McKenzie goes forward, and this is where you get caught.
Maybe just forced to wait a bit too long as the Tigers been in offense now.
Well,
Thompson's celebrating, and it's going to be waved off.
Well, it's going to be waved off on account of the fact that it didn't go in the goal. That Brexit's had an impact on that, so we've seen fewer of the Eastern European players shot, saved by Levine, and there were 3 Tigers rushing the Phantoms net. Phantoms cover it up. 20. Surely.
Oh, there's it going to be. Bit of handbag to start, but the referee's not going to call the whistle. There's only 12 seconds left to play.
Very much on his own, but now there's a couple of blue jerseys that have joined in. Shudra once more. On to Levine. Phantoms fans cheering. Ferrara into Yanni Larkinen. Larkinen looks up, looks left and right. Ferrara to Dylan Lawrence. Oh, I thought that was in. Well, Ferrara looks at the officials.
There was a time where physicality was the number 1 priority for Tigers, and it definitely has.
Good save from Day.
I'll be able to block from field up.
And again. 32 seconds of the first penalty still on the clock. Cam Huff, drop pass for Ferrara. Ferrara to Norton, to Luke Ferrara. Goal! Luke Ferrara gets the goal. His 56th, his 40th goal of the season.
Well, what a goal for .101. Amazing passing play from the Phantoms. You hate to say it, but there was really not a lot the Tigers could do in this scenario, and they're going to bring it back to 2.
Yeah, patient build-up from the Phantoms. Initially, really good defensive work.
Eric Henderson in the box at the moment. Phantoms just need to be aware someone's coming out. And chance, real big chance. Oh, Cam Huff looking to beat spot.
That could just be what Fielder wanted, causing the face-off. A little bit more pressure in the offensive zone.
Morgan Clark-Pizzo off the wall. Still Morgan Clark-Pizzo. Oh! And I think Day got something of that. So good work from the Tigers netminder. Ferguson puts it in. It's end-to-end. Hope you're enjoying it at home. Oh! Tom Norton. Well, I'd like to see a replay of that. Yanni Larkinen. Drop pass to Luke Ferrara. Ferrara around his man. and that just takes a little bit of a tip off the back of the cage, swept to Tom Norton. Phantoms really in overdrive, great play from the home side, and we're on the boards behind the goal. Little kick there up to the point man. Tom Norton swung in, yes, a goal, and that's Jani Laakkonen sweeps it in.
That rarest of things, a Jani Laakkonen goal. We often joke that he missed the day at hockey school where they taught shooting, but did double duty on passing. But great reactions from Jani. If we take a look at the replay there, he's on his way down, reminiscent of Dylan Lawrence from last week. But great reactions from the veteran Finn.
At this top level, still one of the fastest on the ice, and they're showing off his goal scoring potential.
Oh. Yes! Jani Laakkonen with 2! So the Phantoms with 2 quick-fire goals. The rink is euphoric. So Laakkonen has 2 or 3 bites of the cherry.
I mean, it's a goal so ugly, only its mother could love it, and even she'd find it difficult. But
there's
they all
1,
count.
2, 3 over shoulder, glove side, 3 unanswered goals.
Scored once again by 62 Jani Laakkonen, assisted by 19
Morgan Clark-Pizzo. Wraparound goal opportunity. Dylan Lawrence.
We've had a tweet from Jackie Kinnison who just says, Jani, legend.
Ferraro raises his head to the ceiling. Luke Ferraro. And Phantoms keep it in. On the ice, Nick Martin. Here is number 8, of course, Louis Kinniston. Oh dear me, Shudra, what have you done? And Louis Kinniston goes and joins in against Fielder and Nick Martin. So we just need to keep away, don't we? Jani Laakkonen, sorry, I've just said the name. Tom Norton gives it away. Could be a 2-on-1. Saved by Levine. Sure, that would be echoed by Tom Watkins. I would be inclined to agree.
Yeah, definitely a decent shout for it, but
Laakkonen. Yes, it's in, and it's a power play goal.
I think that might be Zane McKenzie. And I think the Tigers will be claiming a man in the crease.
Scott McKenzie immediately heading over to the referees. As we mentioned before, one of the most vocal captains in this league.
I think there were many men in the crease.
So taking a look here, you're behind Day here.
So just look at Zane. Zane doesn't touch it.
But does he block Day's ability to make the save?
No, there was a Tigers defender between,
that's what I'm thinking,
between McKenzie and Day.
Let me go around the commentary team. Alan, goal for you or not?
Yes.
Dander?
Yes.
Phil?
I say yes. I think it'll be washed off.
No goal is called by Joel Stark. I have to disagree. Yeah, that's a bad call, I think. And the crowd here in attendance absolutely in agreement with us here in the commentary. I think the fact that Rose... Oh!
Kicking motion.
So let's take another look at this. We might be looking at the wrong thing. Oh, that does come off the skate, I think.
Well, but it's got to be a kicking motion, not come off the skate.
That's the thing. We're taking a look at here.
Yeah,
there's no motion.
The foot is coming across, I think, but in a normal skating motion rather than a kick.
It does come off the skate, but not a kicking motion.
Saved by Levine, and Gretton to the corner. Tigers just dialing it up in the last 2.5 minutes of the game.
There's a penalty coming.
Sorry, David Thompson just now at the top of the circle. McPhee, Thompson swings one in, it gets deflected. 1:43 remaining, and that's a nice. Well, the Phantoms fans are unhappy.
And I think I'd be unhappy as well. That's a bad call, I think. We'd have to take another look.
It's interesting listening to you, Xander. You're the voice.
Oh, and there's another one.
It's the best power play in the league.
Recipe for disaster, perhaps a broken stick already. That's no good either. Scores! I had to get one in. Thompson makes it a hat-trick.
Thompson scores, celebrates in front of the Phantoms fans.
Heartbreak as Levine is going to throw his ball over the glass into the fans. Looks like he might have broke his stick. Taking a look at the replay, a fantastic one-time slap shot from Thompson. We know he's got the power.
Huff creates some separation. Okay.
It's Norton and Caps in front, a little bit of contact between them.
Empty net for the Phantoms.
It goes over.
Last 10 seconds of the game. Phantoms are going to be offside.
And the boos rain down as the Tigers are going to take a victory.
Tigers take the victory. The final score is 5-4 to the visitors.
At the end of the day, we're here on this game, which was a very entertaining game. Let's not take away anything from that. But you've got to be looking at some of these calls were not called the right way. Unfortunately, they mostly did happen to fall under the Phantoms' purview. If they were from the Tigers, the same thing. I would be frustrated as well.
Yeah, I think Phantoms fans will be feeling somewhat aggrieved. Well, from the boos from the far side of the arena, it's quite obvious they were. But sometimes you're the pigeon, sometimes you're the statue.